questions whenever y'all ready.
Still feeling it, AJ, with 19 and 10 tonight. Is it just you're in the zone here, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Just winning games. I feel good though. I feel good. I think the biggest thing for me is just like my composure and my pace. Like I'm playing at a good pace. I found a good, I'm catching it in my spots. I'm catching it where I want to. So I'm just kind of really slowing down. And just learning through experiences, what I've done in the past, and that's kind of calming me down and making the game a lot easier for me.
How much of a positive was it when BJ was limited for most of the second half, rolling his ankle? That could have been a spot where SMU could have chipped away and mounted a comeback, but you guys held your own and kind of didn't let that lead get any smaller.
Yeah, I think that seems to be our whole, like you guys are asking about injuries and stuff a lot. We have a lot of questions about that, but that's just who we are now. Like I say it all the time. That's just kind of our culture. The next man up, the next next play mentality. That's just kind of who we built ourselves into, and what we learned from coach and what we learned from our experiences. When somebody goes down, the next guy is always going to be ready, and that's just who we are. So I think we do a great job of stepping up. We don't worry about it. We don't think about it. We just go to the next play, and we do a good job of staying together in those moments.
Talk about your defensive effort tonight, season low. The fewest points you allowed in the game, 37 points. Talk about your defensive effort.
We just stuck to our principles, and that's really all it is. They're a great team. They got great guards, and we just stuck to our principles and relied on that.
Without Jake Milton, it looks like they've been relying on McMurray a lot. I think he had like 7 points. How much was the focus of your defensive game plan going into today?
I think that was a big part. He's a big-time scorer, a big-time shooter. I even played him earlier when he was at UCF, and he was scoring, back then. So he's an even more mature, evolved version of then. So he's a great scorer and a great player. I think we just tried to make him take some tough shots and tried to get him out of rhythm early. But he's still a great player. We were just able to get him out of rhythm a little bit.
What's the message as you go on this final road trip?
Just stick to what we're doing. I think, just staying to our principles, like Steve said, staying to what we do, staying to what makes us successful. It's just we can't look at it as the last road game or, make the game bigger than what it is. We just got to play the game and just try to win that game and focus on what we need to focus on.
How is it different when you play a game at 11 a.m.? Is any routines different, or?
You just got to be ready to go. It's like as soon as you wake up, you don't have time to, play into the game or, kind of play into your day and get ready. Like as soon as you wake up, you got to kind of be ready to go, mentally focused and ready to get out there and just be prepared early. You just, it's just preparing early. That's it.
How does that affect your energy level when you have a game that's this early?
I think that's the biggest thing, coming out with energy and just being prepared. I think what game was early? Houston, and we came out really slow and, just not focused, turnovers and easy shots missed. So we wanted to come into this one with way more energy and just a lot more focus. I think you got to really focus in more because it's just early and you could be kind of dead and sleeping.
It seemed like there were a lot of late shot clock shots there in the game. This late in the season, how do you guys kind of maybe try to fix that before the season ends?
Nah, that's not a problem. It's not a bad thing. Like we want that sometimes. We want a good shot at the end of the shot clock. We rather play offense, longer than we play defense. Defense is hard to play and run around and chase guys. Offense, we can get our breath back and settle in. And if we get a good shot at the end of the shot clock, I think we're okay with that. Even if we miss it, I airballed a couple at the end of the shot clock, but we were able to go back, set up our defense. We didn't have a turnover. We go back to what we rely on anyways. So. I don't think those late shot clock shots are problems. Like we're okay with that. We have enough good scorers and enough good people to make plays that those we'll make enough of those if we're playing defense.
Ceasar, it looked like you started out slow in the second half. You were subbed out like 2 minutes in, and then you came back and hit a few shots. Did Coach Dawkins tell you anything specific about your game, or you just got your shots and started?
He just told me to keep playing my game, and then my teammates always got my back, like AJ. Being like the team leader, he just told me to just play my game and just play confident. That's all it is.
This is sort of off the court, but before the game, you guys had a moment of silence for the shooting that happened in Florida. I'm just curious to know Have you guys been following that at all, and kind of what are some of your thoughts on what's
Yeah, I
happening?
have a little bit. That's just a tragedy. I pray for all those families, and I just feel bad for all those families involved. It sucks, for especially to be so close to us in Florida. That's just, a terrible thing to see. But it's beautiful for it to bring so many people together, and we can all have a moment of silence and think about those families that lost, had a loss, and there's not too much I can say about that other than I've been following it and keeping up with it, but I just pray for those families. I just feel so bad for people that would have to go through something like that.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.